Gonna need a pencil. Now I would use this pencil, but I can't find my sharpener. Now I wanted to keep these tutorials as basically cost effective as possible, so it'll be a lot of drugstore, a lot of inexpensive. But for this one, unfortunately, I will be using something that could be considered high end or just not reasonably priced, which would be my MAC Spike pencil, because my drugstore one, yeah, it's beat, girl. So you're gonna need a spoolie. I'm gonna use this one. A spoolie basically is just this little brush here, and then what I like to use, I hope it didn't, yes, it didn't rub off. So I like to use a lot of e.l.f. and Morphe when I can, and this is a concealer brush. What I like about it is, if you can see that, it doesn't come to a sharp point, but it's pointed enough to get in there and work on your arch and all that good stuff. So I like a pencil like this. This one is from Real Technique, not a pencil, a brush. Just something with bristles, something angled, anything like that. You're gonna need your concealer of choice. I love this Wet n Wild concealer. You're gonna want to take your spoolie and go through your brows. You want to brush them. I brush in the upward motion, and you want to just go for the shape that you want. As you can see, my brows, whew, it's a struggle, girl. So I try to just go in and just make them look as much alike. You know, when I was first learning how to do my brows, and I would watch eyebrow tutorials, people say they're cousins, not twins. But shoot, if you get your brows to look like twins, you are a true artiste. You are blessed. Blessed. I clearly have more hair here than I do here. So sometimes I gotta take this one down a notch and try to not let this one be so great, because then I'm just gonna be like The Rock. Right? I go in with my pencil, and I like to try to determine, like, take the pencil and try to get them as even as possible. As you see, my brows are not even, right? So I try to like start them at the same point. So I gotta try to get this one here, and then little mark. Don't go crazy. It's a little mark so that I can see, like, that's where I need to start my brow. And then I go in. I like to do light strokes. Work slowly and use light strokes. So first I outline the bottom, and again, light strokes. Some people I see put like a really, that's not for me. And then I go up. So you want to do light hair-like strokes. I tend to just follow the direction of my brow and just fill in what I already have in existence, and then I follow it down to the tail. Down here you can go a little heavier to make your tail, you see, a little heavier. But up top I just like to do light hair-like strokes, just slowly, just barely there, girl. If you want to go in heavier, you can. And so now for the top, I do the same thing. Again, just a light stroke. I don't go in too hard. Just lightly stroke until you get your desired look. This is pretty good for me. I see it looks a little sparse up top. Let's take the time to go ahead and admire again with the spoolie, just to make sure stuff is even. And there's not too much product. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other problematic brow. and be right back. They always get done and they never look the same because, again, my brows are not the same. Conceal it up like this, and then I just dab at it just like that. Just a little bit of product. I like to work slowly, and I like to work with just a little product at a time because you don't want to just go in and then have to start over and just wipe everything off. But girl, trust me, it happens. So then I just clean it up. So you work slowly and use the edge of the brush to try and get the desired shape you want. Then after I do that, I work on the tail end, which is probably gonna be hard for you to see and for me to see while trying to film this for you. Just try and make it as sharp and precise as possible. And then I just take the brush and turn it to the side and then try to blend it out with the brush. It's just a lot of looking and seeing if this is what you want. And then just go up on top and do the same thing. I take a little bit of product and put it at the beginning. Just what's left on the brush. See, I still have to do a little more brushing, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. This is what I'm left with. This is as close as I'm going to get them to look like my brows is on the same side of the family. I'm trying to get them to look like, not like distant relatives, but like at least they're on the same side of the family tree. So, right? So then the next step, I don't have any other powders, but I do feel like there's more powders. I got this one from IMATS. Pretty sure you can get this on their website or wherever Morphe products are sold. But this is just the Morphe. It says Brow 8 on the back, and it's just it's a brow kit because these are concealers, and I don't use those. Some people like to get that halo eye where they go in with concealer that's way lighter or a few shades lighter than their skin tone. As you can see, I don't do that. I go in with a concealer that's as close to my skin tone as possible. That's just like a more of an everyday, more translatable look, my opinion. So as you can see, I do use this. I set my brow with this, and I feel like for my taste, this is too dark, and then this one is just a little too light. So I take this brush, and then I just dab, and then I just dab. And then it's not a lot of product. I don't really go in heavy. Again, this is a natural everyday look. I take it, and then I just fill in my brows again. I usually just go in with the darker brown towards the end of the tail of the brow. And that's why just an angle brush like this is good. Yes, and I just go in and I set my situation. So at this point, in most days I do stop like right there. But you can go ahead and take, I'm using a lot of Wet n Wild. So you go ahead and take some well, this is just called Mega Clear Mascara, but you can use this. There's products like this, and you see I use it to set my brows. It's basically just a spoolie with clear gel, and I do recommend clear gel versus a tinted one. There's some that you can buy that is tinted, but is it gonna really match what you already used? And just go ahead. I usually do this last. This is probably one thing I do after I have my foundation on. I don't do this at this point and my makeup routine, but then you would go ahead and set it, and you just same thing, just go right in and lightly brush it through and just try to follow the work that you already did. So this way, if you're going out, you have a long day, going to the club, try to keep those brows in place, hunty, while you get your business handles, right? So that'll be it for this tutorial. I hope I explained things in a clear, concise way, and I hope I helped somebody. Right, guys? Thank you so much, and we're going to go on to the next one, which is going to be foundation.